This is SheetFools. We're creating 24 fun automations straight to you from me on this day, April 1st. We're going to create things like conditional formatting, daily triggers, on open triggers, on edit triggers. These are all really simple stuff you can add to your Google Sheets right now to just wreak absolute chaos on your friends, family, and bosses and colleagues, anyone you're working with spreadsheets. And I want to show you today dark mode, if anything, in A1. You can put anything here in A1 and the whole thing turns to dark mode. I'll show you how to do that right here. So what we're going to do is we can select A1 or anything actually. We're going to be putting conditional formatting on the entire sheet. Go to Format, Conditional Formatting. We're going to apply to the whole range. Here it's A to E, A:E. And we're not going to use format cells rules that are selected here. We're going to go all the way down to custom formula is equals not A1 equals and two quotes. And the key here is we need to put a $ in front of the A and the 1 and in the parentheses. Look, everything looks normal, but we're going to change the background color to black and the text to white, and we can click done. And now anytime anyone puts in something in A1 here, the entire sheet goes to dark mode. This is pretty cool, can wreak a little bit of havoc on someone who isn't expecting it, but also add a little bit of aesthetics to your sheet. Stick around for more today, dropping 24 of these automations. Go watch them all and enjoy SheetFools. Also, go check out bettersheets.co/SheetFools to download all of them in one sheet. That's bettersheets.co/SheetFools. You can download them absolutely free right now over at bettersheets.co/SheetFools. Welcome to another SheetFools. This is 24 fun automations we're adding to your Google Sheets to mess with your coworkers, bosses, or even your friends and family. Here we're going to add Christmas mode. I know it's April 1st, but I think this is going to be really fun. And this is going to be interesting because we're going to add a little button for people to use this. So go over to Extensions App Script. You'll come to this, and we need a little help. We're going to go to bettersheets.co/snippets and grab a little bit of code, this function on open. And what's going to happen is this on open function will happen whenever the sheet opens. We're going to get the UI and we're going to create a custom menu, but actually this is going to be the Christmas menu. And the first thing we're going to do is add Christmas mode here, and we're going to enable Christmas mode. Let's add a little bit of a tree here. We're going to enable Christmas mode, call this Christmas mode. We need to actually write this function Christmas mode, and in this function we will turn the background of every other row red or green. So we need the sheet that we're on, spreadsheet app.getActive sheet. We need to get the rows, sheet rows, and then we need to write a for loop. You can always just copy along, or if you know a for loop, for I equals 1, I is less than or equal to rows, I plus plus. This is just looping through an iterator and saying, hey, for I equals 1, we're going to start there and go until there's equal or more rows, and we're going to iterate 1 each time. Variable color, this one is strange because it's going to be I divided by 2. If it's equal to 0, we have red or green. Basically, we're going to alternate between each one of these depending on if it's odd or even. This %2, not divide, but I %2 says, hey, if it's divisible by 2, that's even. And then we're going to say sheet.get I is the row, 1 is the column, number of rows, and then we need to get all columns dot set background color to color. So we have Christmas mode. We can engage Christmas mode now. We need to save this, close app script, go back to our sheet and refresh. You can get all of these automations, by the way, copy and paste them directly from bettersheets.co/SheetFools. Get it. It's free, absolutely free. Download, just download and copy this Google Sheet to your Google Drive. And up here on the menu bar, we have Christmas menu. We can enable Christmas mode. We have to authorize the first time we do it. There's Christmas mode. We can undo it if we want. But actually, we want to add another script to disable Christmas mode. So we're going to take this entire function and call it disable Christmas mode. We're going to add another item here to our menu called disable Christmas mode. And we're going to chop down that tree with a sword. Disable Christmas mode. And instead of this variable color and alternating between red and green, we'll just do white. Make sure to save. So now we have enable Christmas mode and disable Christmas mode. Just formatting this sheet a little bit before we save it. And if we refresh our sheet again, Christmas menu has enable Christmas mode and disable Christmas mode. We can enable it. That looks like fun. And disable Christmas mode. Really cool automations to add to your Google Sheets. To actually get them, go to bettersheets.co/SheetFools and get all 24 fun automations. Just download for free, $0. Go get it now and enjoy. We're creating 24 fun automations today called SheetFools. You can get all these automations at bettersheets.co/SheetFools. Right now, in this video, I'm going to show you how to create rainbow columns. Apparently, you can do this any time of the year. PRIDE. Put that in the first 5 columns, and you get these cool rainbow columns. Let's do that as a daily trigger or weekly trigger, however you want to do it. Go to Extensions, App Script. We've already done Christmas mode. Let's create function rainbow columns. What we need to do is get variable sheet equals spreadsheet app.getActiveSheet and merely do sheet.getRange 1, 1, set value. Next, we're going to copy this and do in 2, do R, in 3, I, in column 4, we're going to put a D, and in column 5, we're going to put E. Now, we save this. We will just run it and see what happens. Go back here and pride is there. It's a little bit destructive if you have some content in A1 through E1, but should be fun if you're on any other sheet. We can now run this as a trigger. Over on the left side, go triggers, add new trigger. On the bottom right, choose which function. We have a bunch of other functions here. We're going to choose rainbow columns. We're going to choose time-driven and event source. You could do it every hour. We could do it every day, every week. Let's do it every week. Let's do it every Friday at 1 p.m. It's the end of the week. We want to just have some fun with our sheets. Go save. And now every Friday between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m., whatever active sheet this person is on, we'll have some rainbow columns. Enjoy. Make sure this one is not destructive, hopefully. And the other ones are not as destructive as that and are really fun. Check all the other videos out here on Better Sheets on YouTube. We're making fun automations that are like pranks for April Fool's Day. Next, we're going to create highlight a random row. And we're going to do this when a sheet opens. So go to Extensions App Script. We already have a function on open, so we're going to add that automation there. But we need to create another function. We call this highlight random row. We're going to create a sheet, get our sheet, spreadsheet app.getActiveSheet. We're going to get the last row, sheet.getLastRow. We want to know how many columns there are as well. Number of columns, sheet.getMaxColumns. And let's get a random row. Variable row equals math.floor in parentheses math.random, need random, times last row. And we make it 0, so we got +1, so we get at least the first row. And let's get the range equals spreadsheet app.getActiveSheet. Actually, we can do sheet get range row 1, 1, number of columns. So this is going to say, go to the row that we got, the random row, go to the first column, go to the only one row, but get all of the columns there, and range dot set background. Let's say we want it orange. You can select any color you want here. And how do we actually run this on open? We're going to take this function name and add it right here to our on open. This function on open can only have one in a single Google Sheet, a single Google App Script, and it's going to execute all of these. So it'll add our UI and it'll do this random row highlighting. Let's see it. So we have here 25 rows. We need to actually open the sheet again. I'm just going to click refresh, and there we go. We turned this row highlighted orange. Totally random. Can always do Command Z to undo it, but I think it's going to be really mind-boggling for some. But that's highlight a random row on open. Add a little random chaos. If you're looking to get all of these automations for free, get these app script, go to bettersheets.co/SheetFools and get all of them in one. Download absolutely for free over there. We're creating 24 fun automations today for SheetFools. It's April Fool's in Spreadsheets. Right now, we're going to create an automation that asks, are you still working? If the sheet is opened after 5 p.m. Go up to extensions app script. If you want all of these app scripts, by the way, go to bettersheets.co/sheetfools over here. Get all of these automations completely for free. We already have a function on open. So what we need to do is we need to add to it. So that's our function on open. We're going to add a function here called still working. And we write our function still working. We're going to get a variable now equals new date. Variable hours equals now dot get hours. That's going to get us the current hour that we're in. And if hours is greater than or equal to 5, actually 17 because it's going to be 5 p.m., we want to do spreadsheet app dot get active spreadsheet toast still working. We can add a little title. And we can put a timeout amount here, 10 seconds if nobody does anything. Hit Command S or save, and we have it in our function on open. We can only have one on open here. So when we open it, we are going to highlight our random row, which is a past video. But what we want to do is only do this still working. But it's not 5 p.m. yet. Right now, it's actually 9 a.m. So I'm going to put in greater than or equal to 5 and see if this works. We can save this, close it, and go back to our sheet and refresh it to reopen it. And there, still working. So let's go back to our extensions, app script, and edit this so that it's not 5, but 17 after 5 p.m. Save, and now every time we open it, if we're opening it after 5 p.m., we'll say, still working. Hope you enjoyed this one. Stick around for more today. Lots more videos dropping, and again, grab this and every single one of these automations over at bettersheets.co/sheetfools. Welcome to another SheetFools video. We are going on with more and more automations to spread absolute chaos in your spreadsheets. We've added a Christmas mode, a dark mode, rainbow columns. We've added a highlighter, random row, and we're opened a sheet after 5 p.m. It's asking us still working. Well, now we want to open a sheet and say in the morning, a really nice message, good morning, any message you want. Go up to extensions app script. Here we already have our function on open created, so we need to add good morning function, and we'll write that function here. Function good morning. It'll be very similar to our last one, little different though in the if. So variable now equals new date, variable hours equals now dot get hours. If hours is less than or equal to 10, then curly brackets, and we're going to do spreadsheet app.getActive spreadsheet toast good morning. And let's add at the beginning a little sun with glasses. Maybe even at the end a coffee or tea. There you go. Save this, and we're going to close our app script. You can get all of these automations over at bettersheets.co/sheetfools to copy and paste. And now let's refresh, and we get a little message, nice, good morning. Isn't that lovely? Stick around for more videos. We got more coming up, like a random header color when open, font size increases, pretty weird stuff. Later on, we'll have some text manipulation. Enjoy these SheetFools videos all day today, April 1st. It's SheetFools. We're creating 24 fun automations today. We're going to now create a random header color when this sheet is open. Go to extensions app script and let's start writing our script. If you want this and every other script in this video and all the other videos for SheetFools, go to bettersheets.co/sheetfools and get it for free, absolutely free. So we have this on open function. We've added already good morning, still working, highlight a random row. Now we're going to highlight the header row a random color. So we'll create our color header in our on open function. But now let's go write that function. Function color header. What we're going to need to do is go to the sheet equals spreadsheet app.getActive spreadsheet.getActive sheet. We want the header range. Header range equals sheet.getRange 1, 1, 1, sheet columns. This gets us every single column, but only in the first row. Now, ultimately, we're going to go to the header range dot set background and have a color here. But let's get a random color. First, we need a variable color equals, and in quotes, hashtag. This is the start of a hex code, and we need the letters in hex codes, which is 0, 1, A, B, C, D, E, F. Those are all the available letters in hex codes. And we're going to create a little for loop. I equals 0. I is less than 6 because we only want 5 of them. I plus plus, we're going to iterate each time. And each time we come through here, we're going to add 2 colors, letters, math.random times 16, because we have 16 options. Here we go. So now let's see if this works. We're going to select it here, color header, and click run. Go back to our automations sheet. We have a new color here. Let's do that again and see what happens. We have a brand new color, totally random color every single time we open the sheet. How do we do that? Because this function, color header, is right here in onOpen. So let's close this and refresh our sheet, which is basically just closing it and reopening it. Now, every single time we open it, boom, a new color in our header. Again, if you're looking for this app script and you want all the other app scripts in SheetFools, go to bettersheets.co/SheetFools. Get this, download it for free, absolutely free, all of these app scripts. Enjoy. We're creating fun automations that are going to surprise, delight, and maybe annoy or have absolute chaos across your sheets. We're going to create a bigger font size every time your spreadsheet opens now. If you want all of these app scripts, they're an extensions app script over at bettersheets.co/SheetFools. This is SheetFools. April 1st, we're releasing all of these. Hope you enjoy. Go over to app script. We are going to create a new function in our onOpen called header font size. We're going to get rid of the other ones that are here. Not really get rid of them, just comment them out. And underneath onOpen, let's create a function, header font size. What this is going to do is we need the variable sheet equals spreadsheet app.getActive sheet. We need the header range, sheet.getRange 1, 1, 1, sheet.getMax columns. And we need the current font size, which is equal to header range get font size. Just take the header range dot set font size, current font size plus 1. Command S to save. Now, this is already, our header font size is in our onOpen, but I want to just test it. So I'm going to go up to here and select header font size, click run. As long as there's no failures, it's going to do what it's doing, and you can see right away it's increasing little by little. And every time we open the sheet, we're going to get that header font size if it's in this function onOpen. Let's refresh our sheet and see, does it increase font size every single time. So refresh, little by little, it's just adding 1 to this font size. If somebody wants to reset it, just go here 12 or even 10, go reset there. So there you go, bigger font size every time your spreadsheet's open. Again, if you're trying to get all of these app scripts and you don't want to copy directly from this video, if you want to just actually copy paste, go for free. Go to bettersheets.co/SheetFools and get all of the automations in these videos. Check out more videos coming out today. It's SheetFools. Today we're creating 24 fun automations that are going to change your aesthetics, make your sheet speak, do random chaos. Right now we're going to randomly bold the whole row when the sheet is open. So we're going to pick a row, bold it each time it's open. Let's go to extensions app script. We already have a sort of similar automation, and that's highlight random row. So I'm going to copy that and bring it all the way up to the top and paste it here. And we're going to call it bold random row. And here we have a lot of functions that we could potentially add to our onOpen. I'm going to actually delete them all, clean it up a little bit. We still have this Christmas mode thing. If you're looking for the other automations and you actually want to get all of these automations, just go to bettersheets.co/SheetFools. There you can download for free the entire sheet of automations. So we have this bold random row. Let's fix the function first, which is we're getting the sheet, the active sheet. We are getting the last row. We're getting maximum columns. We are picking out a random row with this math.random and math.floor, and we're selecting the entire range, the entire row. All we need to do is do range dot, and we can do bold in text. Let's save that, and at the very top, when inside our onOpen, we're gonna just go bold random row, add those parentheses, save it, And now, if we go to our sheet and refresh our sheet, close it and open it, there you go. We've bolded a random row. There you go. And that'll happen every time we open the sheet. Thanks for watching. Subscribe today here on YouTube. And today we're launching all of these automations. It's SheetFools. We're creating fun automations that are going to wreak absolute chaos upon your Google Sheets and those who use your Google Sheets. Last video, we bolded a random row whenever the spreadsheet was open. Now we're going to scramble the sheet name here. We're going to do that with an automation. Go over to extensions, AppScript to start. Over there, we have a few things already. We already have our function on open written, and here we will create a scrambled function. We're going to write function scramble name. We're going to need the spreadsheet itself, variable sheet equals spreadsheet app dot get active sheet. We need the current name, sheet.get name, and then we're going to need a scrambled name, and we're going to set it. So we're going to do sheet.setName here, new name, or scrambled name. How we're going to get that scrambled name? We're going to do current name dot split, put in nothing there, dot sort, and inside of sort, we're going to create a little function here, math dot random minus 0.5, and here we'll join back again, and that will be scrambled name equals that. Save, and if we want to test this, we could just go do scrambled name up here, and again, we have this name here. We will run it, and we are actually scrambling down here, automations. If we want to scramble the spreadsheet itself, we can do active spreadsheet and click run, and now the name of the entire spreadsheet is totally scrambled. So either or, you can scramble the spreadsheet name, the entire file, or any particular sheet that you're on. There you go. And if we want to run this on open, we just take this function name and put it here with the parentheses in function open, just like our past videos. If you want to see all the past videos, or if you want to get all of these automations, just copy and paste them into your Google Sheets and get this in your Google Drive. Go to bettersheets.co/SheetFools and get all of these automations completely free, totally free, $0. Get it today and start wreaking total havoc on your spreadsheet colleagues. It's SheetFools. This is 24 automations that are going to wreak havoc on your spreadsheet or someone else's, maybe your colleagues. Right in this video, we're going to change the header font to Comic Sans on open. Go to extensions AppScript. Over here, we already have function on open, so we need to create a function Comic Sans the header. And in this function, we're going to need a variable sheet equals spreadsheet app.get active sheet. We're going to need the header range, sheet.get range, 1, 1, 1, and comma sheet get max columns. That's going to get us all the columns in the first row. And then range dot set font family. We actually need header range dot set font family. And here in text, in quotes, we're going to write Comic Sans MS. Command S for save, but we also need to move this Comic Sans here with the parentheses save. Now, if we close this, by the way, if you want all of these automations and you want to just copy and paste them into your Google Drive, get them at bettersheets.co/SheetFools. Here, let's refresh our sheet, close it, and open it again. And there, our header is now Comic Sans. Oh my, what a crazy fun thing to do. Change that font to Comic Sans whenever the sheet is opened. If you're looking for more, we have a ton other videos here. 24 automations we're making today. Go check out the other videos to see more automations to wreak havoc upon your colleagues' spreadsheets, and get all of them at SheetFools over on bettersheets.co. This is SheetFools. We're creating automations that are going to wreak havoc on your spreadsheets, your colleagues' spreadsheets, your friends, your bosses. Today we're going to flip the header upside down. Go over to extensions, AppScript, and once you're open, we have our function on open already. We're going to use it there, but we're going to need to create a new function flip header, and here we need a variable sheet equals spreadsheet app.get active. We need the variable header equals sheet.get range 1, 1, 1, sheet.get max columns. We're going to need a set of rotation equals 1, and now header dot set text rotation So we could put just 180 right there, but we could also put it as a variable. If you're looking for these kinds of app scripts, you want to copy and paste them, use them in your sheet, make sure to check out bettersheets.co/SheetFools. You can get all of these automations directly in your Google Drive. Download for free to your Google Drive right away. Back to our SheetFool flip header. We need to put this flip header inside of our onOpen, save it, and then when we refresh the sheet, well, actually one thing before we do that, I'm going to center all of these because the flipping does rotate a little weird, but I'm going to center them all. Now I'm going to refresh the sheet, and now everything is upside down in the header row. Hope you enjoyed this and hope you love an upside down header. Subscribe today, or just go grab these automations, all of them. We got some more coming up, and we have some awesome stuff that we already did in those videos. Check out the other videos with SheetFools here on Better Sheets on YouTube. This is SheetFools. We're going to turn boss into boss with $signs. We're doing a little text manipulation to turn your Google Sheets into absolute chaos, or do some really cool stuff. We're going to go to extensions, app script. We've done flip header. We've done an onOpen. Now we're going to do function on edit with an E that has all kinds of information inside of our edits. And editing is going to be whenever we enter text into a cell. We're going to actually create another function here called turn boss into boss. And we're going to have an E at that as well. And we're going to put this inside of our onEdit, turn boss into boss, E, but our function is going to be written here. We need variable range equals E.range, variable value, whatever the actual value in the cell is, range.getValue. If value dot to lowercase includes boss, we're going to do something here. So basically, if we're writing anything and that word or text or any cell includes the word boss, we're going to do something. We're going to have a new value, value dot replace boss, and we're going to replace it with boss. And we need to escape these, range dot set value, new value. There we go. That's all we need to turn boss into boss with $signs. So anytime we're on a new sheet and we say, hey, boss, automatically we turn those S's into $signs. Going on boss, what's new? Even inside the cell or inside the sentence, we get those $signs anytime we edit. So this could really wreak havoc on someone's perception of what they're doing if all of their text is being changed in a little subtle, fun way. If you're looking for all these automations, go to bettersheets.co/SheetFools. You can download for free all of the automations and all of these videos that we're putting out today on April Fool's Day. All of them are here for you. Enjoy. Hey, we're creating 24 automations that are going to fool your sheets users. They are fun automations you can add to your sheets to reap absolute chaos to your colleagues, to your boss, anyone you want. In this video, we're going to type Excel or Microsoft Excel and change it to Google Sheets every time we type that. We can use the onEdit automation. I think this is really cool. The last video, we turned boss into boss with $signs. Very similar. If you're looking to get all of these automations, make sure you go to bettersheets.co/SheetFools. Download it right now. It's absolutely free. Go get it. So in our sheet, we're going to go to extensions, app script. Here, we already have our turn boss into boss and our onEdit. We have a function onEdit. We can only have one per sheet. So I'm going to take out that last function, and we're going to write a new function. Function turn Excel into sheets. And we need an E. That's that data that we're going to get with each of those onEdit actions. And again, we're going to do something very similar down here, but it'll be a little different. Variable range equals E.range. Variable value equals range.getValue. If value.to lowercase includes Microsoft, then in curly brackets, variable new value equals value.replace. And here we'll do Microsoft Excel, Google Sheets. This is just saying take whatever, wherever it says Microsoft Excel, and replace it with Google Sheets. Range.setValue, new value. There. Now, in order to use this in an onEdit, we need to put it here. Turn Excel into Sheets. Make sure you include the E here as well, because this is that variable that's going to hold that information. It's like an event variable. We just don't want to type out event. Save. And now, if I go to a new sheet and I go Microsoft Excel, just need to come back and actually put a C in replace, save. Now every time we type Microsoft Excel, I'll change to Google Sheets. Hey, there's a Microsoft Excel in my... Changes that to Google Sheets. There you go, every single time. Really fun automation you can add to your sheet. Check out bettersheets.co/sheetfools for all of these automations, every single one of them, for free. Download the sheet, put it in your Google Drive, get all of these 24 automations coming out today. SheetFools. We're creating pranks in our Google Sheets. This one is fun. This is going to highlight every cell red with the word urgent in it when you type it or when someone else types it, if it's your boss, your colleagues, your friends, your family. We're adding these cool automations. Check out bettersheets.co/sheetfools. This is where you get all of these automations for free. Absolutely can copy it into your Google Drive and use them. We're going to highlight every cell red with the word urgent when we type it. So let's go to our extensions app script. It's here. We already have this turn Excel into Sheets. Let's delete that from our function. We have function on edit. We can only have one in a sheet in an app script. So we create each of our functions separately and then add it here if we want to add it to our on edit. So we'll create a function red if urgent. We'll have this E here. This is a event variable that gathers a lot of information, and we'll run this just by going red if urgent and make sure that we have that E. So we'll need variable sheet equals e.source.getActiveSheet. Variable range equals e.range. Variable value equals e.value. That's the value that's actually being typed into the cell. If value.to lowercase includes urgent, then in curly brackets, we're going to go to the range that we're on, set background, and we're going to just set it to red. Very simple. Let's save that and go back to our blank sheet and say this is urgent. Very cool. So now you can change urgent to any word you want to prank someone, but this is really cool to highlight the cell immediately as we're typing urgent, or someone needs to highlight this because it's urgent. Anywhere in the cell, we're going to highlight it red if it has the word urgent in it. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy. Get this over at bettersheets.co/sheetfools. Get all of these automations. Check out more videos coming out right now. We're creating 24 automations that are going to have fun with your sheets or with your colleagues, friends, family, even your bosses. This one is going to be a little weird. We're going to actually let the sheet speak. Every time we edit something, every time we edit a cell, we're going to have it say, hey, autosave failed. Really mess with someone's mind. Go up to extensions app script. Here we have already our function on edit because we've been adding a bunch of automations already. Check those out at bettersheets.co/sheetfools. You can get all of these automations completely free. Just download for free all of these automations to your Google Drive. So we have function on edit. We're going to create a new function auto save failed. We can use E if we want. For this one, we don't necessarily need it. We just need spreadsheet app.getActive.toast and say, oops, save failed. And let's put a little emoji so we know it's a little bit cheeky. There we go. Oops, save failed. And let's put a little monkey who just can't see. And on edit, we need to add it here, autosave failed. And again, we don't need this E here. Let's just save it and go back to our sheet. Let's create a new sheet and say, hey, what's going on? Oh my God, every time I edit, it shows me on the bottom right, oops, save failed. Pretty fun little automation you can add to your Google Sheets for fun here on SheetFools or April Fool's Day. Check out all of them over at bettersheets.co/sheetfools. We're creating little pranks, little fun things to do inside of Google Sheets. This is called SheetFools. I got 24 automations for you. Right now, I'm going to show you how to write thank you on every single edit. We're going to have this spreadsheet speak to its user. If it's your colleague, your boss, your friends, your family, I think it'll be really fun. Very similar to the last one, and looking forward to many more here. If you're looking to get all of these app scripts for yourself, you don't have to just follow along. You can copy and paste them into your Google Drive. Go to bettersheets.co/sheetfools and get it absolutely free, all of these automations from SheetFools or April Fool's Day and Spreadsheets. Go to extensions app script. Here we'll already have an autosave failed in our on edit. We're going to delete that and just add a new function here. Function, thank you. This will go in our function on edit. We can only have one on edit in a spreadsheet at any time, but this thank you is going to say spreadsheet app dot get active dot toast. Thank you. One extra thing we can do here is add a title. Sir, we can also add a timeout. Let's say 20 seconds. We want to really be very thankful. Once we have this function, thank you, we can write it inside of our on edit. Just need the word thank you with these parentheses to say, hey, this is a function. Command S or save here to save this. Now we're not showing the autosave failed, we're showing the thank you. If we go and edit anywhere, hey, on the bottom right it says, sir, thank you. Nice, sir. Very polite, very demure. Very awesome. When you're typing in cells, doing checkboxes, it'll say thank you. That should be annoying to some. Come back for more of these automations coming at you today. There's 23 other ones. Get them all at bettersheets.co/SheetFools. We're creating really fun automations that you can add to your sheets to prank on your colleagues, your boss, your friends, your family. This is SheetFools, 24 automations by Better Sheets. We're going to change the active tab once a day. This is going to take two things. We're going to write a little tiny app script, and then we're going to add a trigger. This is going to be fun. If you want all of these automations that I'm releasing, go over to bettersheets.co/SheetFools. Get it right now. It's absolutely free. Go get it now. But let's create one right now. Extensions app script. So over here, we already have all of our automations ready. We don't need on edit right now, but we will come back to this later and perhaps. So let's add a new function, change active tab, need the curly brackets. We need a few things. Variable SS equals spreadsheet app.getActive spreadsheet. Variable sheets equals ss.getSheets. This is just getting the count of sheets. We're going to get this with sheets.length later. Variable current index, we're going to find out what sheet we are on. ss.getActive sheet get index. That's just the number of the sheet we're on. We're going to create a next index. Where do we go to? Index equals, we're going to take the current index, add 1, but if we get to the end of the sheet, we want to go back to the beginning. So we're going to do this percentage sign which says a divisor, divisible, sheets.length, so we don't go over. And now, here's the magic. SS, which is spreadsheet app.getActive spreadsheet dot set active sheet. And now we say sheets with a square bracket next index. Command S this to save it. And if we want to run it right now, we can. Let's change active tab. We are on the automations tab. If we hit run, we'll have to review permissions the first time we run it, not again. And we've automatically changed to another sheet. So we have multiple sheets here. They're blank sheets for now, but we can run this any number of times, change active tab, and it'll change the sheet we're on. Cool. How do we make this happen once a day? Over on the left side, go to triggers, just a couple clicks away. On the bottom right, click add trigger. Choose which function to run. We have a bunch of functions here. We're going to change it to change active tab. Instead of event source from spreadsheet, we're going to choose time driven. And here, we can do this every minute, every hour, every day. Let's do it every day, once a day, just to mess with people's minds. When are they working? They're working right away at 11 to noon, probably, getting their last data in before lunch. Save. And now, once a day, every day, we are going to have a trigger that triggers this change active tab. Really messes with people. Maybe even try to do it once an hour. If you want to delete this, if you're like, oh my God, I don't want this to happen anymore, go to triggers on the left side. This is again in extension app script. You can edit this with the pencil or 3 dots and delete trigger there. Delete forever. Yes. Oh, peace of my mind. Thank you. We have all of these automations here. Get them all at bettersheets.co/SheetFools. Hope you enjoyed that one. Come watch another video. Let's see you again. We're creating 24 automations to have fun, wreak havoc on your spreadsheets, on your colleagues, your bosses, your friends, your family. We're going to increase the row height every day. Right now, go to extensions, app script. We have a number of automations already. Let's create a new function up here. Function, increase row height. Need those curly brackets at the end. We have a bunch of other automations here. If you want them all, download them all. Get them, copy and paste them, go to bettersheets.co/SheetFools and get it absolutely free. Go ahead. Coming back to increase row height, pretty simple. Variable SS equals spreadsheet app.getActive spreadsheet, get active sheet. Variable row height is going to be equal to ss.getRow height. And we're just going to get the header row. And to set it or change it, ss.set row height, we're going to choose the same row, that header row, and just do row height +1. So that's it, Command S, but we want to automate this. We want to do this every single day. Let's double check that this is actually working. So we can go and see our header here as automations, run this increase row height, run, and let me do it a few times, just to see it is a little bit bigger. We can actually right click, resize row, it's 24, cancel. Let's run this a couple more times. Again, it's a very slow burn, this one. This one's gonna really haunt someone over time. 26 now. See, so just adds one each and every day. But how do we do this every single day? Go over to the left side, click triggers. This is already in our app script. On the bottom right, add trigger. Choose which function to run, increase row height. We have a bunch of other automations already. Select event source time driven. Here we can do this every hour maybe, but that's going to add a lot of height. Maybe once a day. And we'll do this while someone's working, maybe around 2 to 3 when they're having their coffee and they're like, am I too tired? What happened to that row? Click save, and now we have a trigger that every single day will increase that row height one little bit. Very slow burn. If you want to edit that or delete that trigger, go to extensions app script. Over on the left, go to triggers. You'll see this line here. Click the pencil icon to edit it, or the 3 dots here to delete that trigger so that doesn't happen again. Whew! Thank you so much. Watch bettersheets.co/SheetFools over here. Get it, download it, get all of these sweet, sweet, fun automations in your Google Drive today. It's SheetFools. We're creating fun automations that are going to go into your sheets, boggle your sheets, boggle the mind, and wreak havoc upon those who are sharing your sheets. Today we're going to text tilt 1 degree every single day, actually. So go up to extensions app script and follow along. Here in the editor, I already have a bunch of functions. Go check them out at bettersheets.co/SheetFools. You can download this entire sheet, all of these automations directly to your Google Drive, copy paste them, put it in your sheet. Absolutely free, $0. Go check it out. But back to our editor, let's write a function, tilt. And we're going to use this function every day. We're going to tilt it a little bit, the header row. Just tilt, tilt, tilt. That's going to be, like, let's say we're on the header row. This text rotation, we can rotate this any number of degrees we want. We're just going to increase it 1 a day. Let's create the range. Variable range equals spreadsheet app.get active spreadsheet. Get sheet by name, actually. Automation. Let's get the get range A1:E1. That's the whole header row. Variable rotation equals range.get text rotation.get degrees. We need to get the actual number of degrees. Variable rotate equals, let's take that rotation and +1. And if we get to 360, we want to get it all the way back around. So we're going to do a divisor 360 so it doesn't go over 360. And now let's set range.set text rotation rotate. So that rotate is just this adding 1. Command S or save. We can now tilt and run. If we run it, it's going to tilt it just a little bit. 1 little degree. See, I can see it just barely. I can run it a few more times, get a few more degrees. And I don't know if you can see right now. It's tilting more and more and more. Really cool. But how do we do this every single day? Over on the left side, go to triggers. On the bottom right, go to add trigger. Choose which function to run. If you have other functions here like we do, just select the one we want to run. Go to from spreadsheet to time driven in event source. And here we can do it every hour, every day, every week. If we want to really slow over the entire year, it rotates all the way around. Let's do every day. Let's do it just before work, 6 to 7 a.m. Click save. And now every single day, the header row will rotate a little bit. Oh, this will be fun. This will be fun in a year when it's all the way back around, or half a year when it's all the way twisted upside down. If you want to edit this, just click on the pencil icon. It's in your triggers, or delete it if you really want to delete it and end the chaos. Click the 3 buttons, click delete trigger to delete that trigger forever. Get all of these fun automations over at bettersheets.co/SheetFools. Enjoy. I hope you've enjoyed SheetFools. Check back more videos coming out all the time. Welcome to SheetFools. We're creating fun automations to add to your sheets, make them just pure chaos. We have already tilted our text 1 degree every day. We've turned Microsoft Excel into Google Sheets. We've created a bigger font size when it's open. We've scrambled the sheet name, the spreadsheet name. Now, we're not going to do anything destructive here, but we will show more decimal places each day. So we have this sheet like this, decimals. We just have some numbers here, and we're just going to show more decimals, just like clicking this increase decimal places. So it doesn't actually change the data, underlying data, but it'll just show more decimals. Go up to extensions app script. Once you see a ton of other automations. If you want all of these automations, copy paste them into your Google Drive or copy it to your Google Drive. Go to bettersheets.co/SheetFools. Get the entire SheetFools 24 automations in your Google Drive today for free, absolutely free. All right, back to our app script. Go to function, or actually not go to, but create function. Increase decimal places. Here, add some curly brackets. We're going to do variable sheet equals spreadsheet app.getActive spreadsheet, get sheet by name, and we're going to need to specify a specific sheet. Decimals, I think that's the name of our sheet, decimals. Yeah, and we need a range, variable range equals sheet.getRange, and here we're going to just type in the range we want, B column. So B:B in quotes. We need to get the current format. So current format equals range.get number format with a capital F. Now we need to create a little bit of a match. This is just making sure we have the correct kind of decimals, and it's going to be current format dot match. And here we have a little bit of rejects. /0, the other slash, dot, question mark, 0, asterisk, and another slash this way. This is going to get us a count. We're going to know decimal places equals match or match 0 length -2. This -2 is here because we want to delete the first 2 items. And :0. Variable new format equals 0 dot, in quotes, I'm going to put this in quotes, plus, and now we have a 0, but we do dot repeat. And we do this however many decimal places we have +1. So we're going to increase it. And then we do range dot set number format to the new format. Command S to save. Select our increased decimal places. Let's just check that it's working. Go over to our decimals, see it here, and click run and see we have increased our decimal places. And we can do this any number of times. Let's click run again. And eventually it's going to get really annoying. Again, it's not changing the underlying data. It's just increasing the decimal places. How do we get this to run every day? Go over to triggers on the left side. On the bottom right, click add trigger. We're going to choose which one we're going to run, which we have a lot here. Again, make sure go to bettersheets.co/SheetFools and get all of these automations. Right now, we're going to increase decimal places. We're going to change our event source to time driven. We can change it to every hour. That's going to be a lot. Every day, let's say, or even every week we can do here once a week. But let's do day, every day, 8 to 9 a.m. Click save, and now this trigger will trigger every single day that exact formula or function. If you want to edit it, go to these triggers here, edit trigger, or delete the trigger, click on the 3 buttons and delete trigger and get rid of it forever if you're like, oh my God, I'm tired of this too. If you're not tired of these automations, go check out more kinds of automations. We just did show more decimal places every day, but there's a lot more awesome videos here, a lot more awesome triggers you can add. Go to bettersheets.co/SheetFools for all of them for free. It's SheetFools. We've tilted our headers. We've changed the header font to Comic Sans. We've typed in Microsoft Excel and changed it to Google Sheets. Right now, we're going to add a coffee time at 2 p.m. every day. We want our sheet to say, hey, it's coffee time. Go up to Extensions App Script. Over here, you'll see all these other automations. You can get all of these in this exact sheet over at bettersheets.co/SheetFools. Get them all. We're going to write a new function up here. Function coffee time with those curly brackets, and we're going to say spreadsheet app get active dot toast. Yeah, should we have toast with our coffee? Let's just say, hey, it's coffee time. Put a little emoji here. Control Command space coffee there. Coffee time. Command S, save this, and if we want to see it, let's go to coffee time, run it, and go over here. and see, it says coffee time. Okay, we want to make this happen at 2 p.m. every single day. Over on the left side, go to trigger. We're still in our app script. Go to bottom right, add trigger. Choose which function to run. We're going to choose coffee time. Again, we have a lot here. Choose event source, time driven, hour timer, and we're going to select, no, not hour timer, day timer. Select, let's say 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Click save. Now what's going to happen is the first time this runs, it will be a random time between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. And then thereafter, it'll be 24 hours later. So it's coffee time at some point between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. The issue here, if you want to have it at a specific time, we can do it regularly. But we can do time driven, but we can select a specific date and time. You can say 2025, month could be 1, or 4 is April 1st, an hour 13 colon, let's say 20. That's when our break is. And see, now we have a very specific date and time, and we can hit save. And that will trigger at that particular time. Coffee time. Just once on April Fool's Day, we can set that. If it's April Fool's Day today, make sure you go over to bettersheets.co/SheetFools and get all of these automations completely free into your Google Drive. Check them out. We have some awesome stuff here. That was coffee time. Enjoy. We have a lot of videos out today. I wonder what's going to happen next. Oh, yeah. We're going to delete a row and say, hey, what did you do to my row? It's SheetFools. We're creating fun automations inside of spreadsheets that are going to boggle people's minds, maybe have a slow burn or random chaos. This one, if somebody deletes a row, we just wanted to say, hey, what did you do to my row? Go over to extensions, app script. Here you can see all the other automations we've done. If you want this exact spreadsheet, go over to bettersheets.co/SheetFools and get it right now. Get it into your Google Drive. It's absolutely free. But let's create a new function. Function, where did my row go? No question mark there. So where did my row go is going to be an automation that we enter into a trigger. And so it's going to have some data. We're going to have two parts of this. We're going to write the function, and then we're going to create the trigger. The trigger is just a couple clicks. You got to see this. But right now we have this E. This event has some interesting information when we change the sheet. Changing a sheet is different than editing a sheet. Editing means just editing a cell, some text. But changing a sheet means removing a row, a column, adding a sheet, deleting a sheet. So we need to know which one we're doing. So variable type equals e.changeType. Now this gives us the information of did we remove a row? And specifically deleting a row is called remove row. So if type is equal to remove row, that's the very specific text that can be that change type. And if that is, we want to say spreadsheet app.getActive.toast. Hey, what did you do with my row? And maybe point, give a little finger. Command S and save this. But we're not done. Where did my row go is not going to actually trigger until we create a trigger. Over on the left side, create a trigger. Couple clicks away. On the bottom right, add trigger. Choose which function to run. We have a bunch of functions here. Make sure you go over to bettersheets.co/SheetFools. Get them all. It's absolutely free. Just get the sheet, put it in your Google Drive, and you get all of these automations for free. Where did my row go? And now, event source is from spreadsheet, but the event type is on change. Not on edit, not on open, not on form submit, on change. This is changing the structure. Click save. Let's go back to our automations. Let's go to decimals. Let's delete this row here. Delete row. Hey, what did you do with my row? Now this sheet is speaking to us. If we want to increase the length that that's showing for, we have a timeout feature here. We can go back here and say, hey, and just ask, what did you do with my row? And add maybe 10 seconds instead of just the 5 seconds. So again, let's go and delete this row. Delete row. Hey, what did you do with my row? Enjoy this automation. It's really fun. I hope you enjoy it. Subscribe today here to Better Sheets on YouTube. Do you know your spreadsheet's birthday? Maybe your spreadsheet knows its own birthday. This is SheetFools. We're creating 24 automations that are going to wreak havoc on your sheet. Well, not on your sheet, in your sheet, to your colleagues, to your bosses, to your friends, family. You might have some random chaos, some interesting sheet aesthetics, some text manipulation. Right now, we're going to create a function that's going to find out when is the spreadsheet's birthday. We're going to go up to extensions, app script. We have a bunch of awesome automations here already. These are available, by the way, for free. Copy paste, put them in your Google Drive over at bettersheets.co/SheetFools. Download it today. It's absolutely free, $0. Go get it. Create a couple of functions because we need to know, is today my birthday? And again, it's this spreadsheet's birthday, not your birthday. And we're going to say variable today equals new date, get date. Just getting the date of today. If today is equal to get spreadsheet birthday, get date. And if that's true, we're going to say spreadsheet app.get active toast happy birthday to me. Let's get some cake there. So we will have to be active, but here you can send yourself an email from your sheet. You could do lots of cool things. Check those kinds of automations like sending emails over at Better Sheets on YouTube here on Better Sheets on YouTube. But right now we're just going to do a little bit of a toast here to say, is today my birthday? But we need this get spreadsheet birthday function. So we're going to go create that as well. Function get spreadsheet birthday. Now we need to know what spreadsheet are we in. So variable file ID is equal to spreadsheet app dot get active spreadsheet get ID. Variable file equals drive app get file ID. The issue here is that we need file ID right there because drive app gets us the actual created date. Spreadsheet app does not have it. So our variable created date is equal to file.get date created. Very simple, right? Return created date. So now this function is just saying what day is our spreadsheet's birthday. This other function is today my birthday is saying, hey, are these two things the same? And if so, happy birthday to me. Well, to test this out, this particular spreadsheet is not created today. We know that because we can say else logger.log not my birthday. Command S and save, and let's run is today my birthday. Run it. You may have to review permissions to run it. And today's, sorry, not my spreadsheet's birthday. But let's create a new sheet, sheet.new. This one I just made now, extensions app script. I'm going to paste my app script here. So we are running the exact same function. Let's run is today my birthday. Click run. And yes, it says happy birthday to me. So really cool. This is working. Let's go to our app script and set this to run every single day. Over on triggers on the left side, click there. We already have a trigger. Where did my row go? Again, if you want to get the other automations, go to bettersheets.co/SheetFools. That one, if you remove a row, it will say, where did my row go? What did you do with my row? Okay, for now, let's add a trigger. Choose which function to run. Get sheet birthday. It's actually is today my birthday is the function we want to run. Event source is going to be time driven. We're going to run this every single day, day timer. And we're going to do it while we're working. Maybe we'll work from 10 to 11 or 9 to 10 maybe. Wherever our day we know we're going to be in Sheets, hit save. Again, this can be manipulated and edited if you want to send an email or do something more permanent. This is just going to give us a little bit of a message in here. If you want to edit this, go to triggers, click on the edit button, the little pencil icon, and you can edit this as much as you want. If you want to have a different action, go to our editor and just go right here, do a different action. Maybe it puts it somewhere inside the sheet. It adds some message to a header or something. Check out all of that, and if you want to do any of that, you can learn it here on YouTube on Better Sheets. Subscribe today. Get all of these cool automations. All these videos have been awesome. We've made 24 of them. They are all available at bettersheets.co/SheetFools. I'm so excited you're watching this. I love it. I love spreadsheets, and I hope you do too. And I hope you learn to love spreadsheets as much as I do.